Peace. What's the word, everybody? Give everybody a chance to tune on in and tap in before I start venting about the subject matter today, man. It's going to be one of those vents. It's going to be one of those rants. Y'all already know what it is. Y'all see the title of this particular stream. So y'all should already know the type of energy that I'm coming with behind this subject matter, man. It's one of those situations where the passion is probably about to take over, man. So again, hopefully y'all having a powerful Tuesday. Staying healthy, staying out of the way, not falling victim, man, not being bamboozled by all the nonsense and the deception and manipulation that's out here. Hopefully y'all standing on y'all square. So I'm gonna give everybody a chance to tune on in, man, before we start diving into this topic of surgery in regards to our women out here, man. Montel, peace, what's happening? What's the word? How you living? How you feeling? Yeah, we gotta build on this surgery pandemic out here. Not an epidemic, it's a surgery pandemic. It's getting real in the field, man. It's getting real in the field. My man Thunder Scorpion took the words out of my mouth, man, talking about it's like the new norm. It is exactly what it is becoming, the new norm. Surgery is the new norm, and now you're seeing a lot of people justifying getting all of these surgeries out here, and it's crazy. It's crazy. Terenzo, peace, what's happening? Michael, peace, what's the word? Andrani, peace. Justin, peace. How y'all living? How y'all feeling? Definitely about to tap in, man. We're going to tap into this subject matter and get some things off my chest, man, because I'm sick of seeing it, and I'm sick of the justification. I'm sick of it. Hey, yo, peace, what's happening? Dean, peace, what's the word? Montel, everything is peace, clocks in. Peace, what's the word? Getting tired of it, man. You know, we justify spending all of this money on surgery. We justify it, but we can't justify spending a nice amount of money on eating clean and eating healthy. Don't understand this logic. We have spent thousands upon thousands to get our body to look a certain type of way. And then whole while, when you get the surgery, you have to maintain. You have to maintain the surgery. Just like when you reach your goal naturally, you have to maintain the results. You have to do the same exact thing when you get a surgery. Hence why you see a lot of people get surgery and then they end up looking the exact same way that they did before they got the surgery. That's very much possible. And you see that a lot of times. And then a lot of people, what they're not talking about, a lot of people are losing their lives via these surgeries. But we're not discussing that, though. We're not discussing that. We'd rather sit here and justify it. We'd rather sit here and say, well, not everybody wants to work out, exercise, and eat clean to achieve some type of result. Listen to how we sounded. Listen to how we sounded. We have made exercising and eating right something that's recreational, something that's like, that's not recreational. That's something that's a necessity. Just like you wake up and you got to brush your teeth, man, exercising and eating clean is the same way. Why have we made it a recreation? Why are we so loose when it comes to exercising and being healthy and eating healthy? We too loose with it. We too loose with it. You are supposed to exercise pretty much every day. Even when you are so-called resting, it's something that's called active resting, meaning that you are still doing some form of physical activity. It's just light. So you are supposed to engage in physical activity every day, at least 20-30 minutes a day. So now all of a sudden, the justification surrounding a lot of these surgeries, I'm hearing people say, well, not everybody wants to exercise and eat clean to get their bodies to look a certain type of way. What? Like, listen to how that sounds. Listen to how that sounds. That's why I say this is promoting laziness. It's promoting laziness. Everybody should be exercising. This is not up for debate. Like, this is not an opinion. Like, this is not my opinion saying, okay, y'all, we should value exercising more or we should exercise more. This is not an opinion. This is science. Like, it literally. We are supposed to be exercising on a daily basis. This is not something that we should be debating, but yet we got to debate with people about this. Which is why I said, once again, once you get the surgery, now what you going to do? How you going to maintain the surgery? How you going to maintain the body after surgery? Matter of fact, once you get the surgery, what type of lifestyle are they suggesting that you live in order to maintain your results? Why not just live that lifestyle first? Man, I didn't heard about situations where people going to get this weight loss surgery, and the doctor would tell them before they are eligible to get the weight loss surgery, they have to drop a certain amount of pounds. I have heard about people dropping 40 or 50 pounds just to qualify to get the weight loss surgery. If you're able to lose 40 or 50 pounds on your own, why would you go get the surgery? You've already shown and proved that you can lose 40 or 50 pounds on your own in a matter of months. Why not just keep that up? That doesn't make any sense to me. That doesn't make any sense to me. You motivated. You motivated to get this surgery to the point where you're able to lose 50 pounds in 3-4 months just to get the surgery. If you lost 50 pounds, you could lose another 50. If you did it the natural way once, you can do it the natural way again. So what's the problem? I don't understand that. That doctor telling you before you're able to get this surgery, you must lose 40 pounds. And you lose the 40 pounds and you do it in 2 months. You do it in 3 months. What's stopping you from losing another 40 on your own? What's stopping you from losing another 60, 70, 80 on your own? I'm not understanding it. I'm not understanding. I've literally seen people do this. I've literally seen people say, all right, man, I'm about to get this surgery, but I got to lose 40 pounds first. And they lose the 40 in a matter of months. All of a sudden, the discipline kicks in. But when I try to tell them to adopt that lifestyle, just make it a lifestyle, then they want to meet me with all type of resistance. But you able to adopt that lifestyle just to go get the surgery. And then you end up getting the surgery and you don't like how your body looks after the surgery. Because again, you haven't done any type of exercising to achieve that result. So you're not going to like how you look. It's called skinny fat. That's exactly how you're going to look. You're not going to like it. You're not going to like it. And if you don't work on developing the habit of working out and eating clean before the surgery, it's going to be that much harder to do it after the surgery. So don't just think because you got the surgery that all of a sudden it's going to kick in that you need to start exercising. You're going to be able to develop that habit instantly. Doesn't work like that. Doesn't work like that, man. If you ain't have the habit to work out before surgery, then you're not going to have listen, you're not going to have the drive and ambition to work out after the surgery to maintain it. MC Peace, what's happening? All in Dale for sure. Is definitely a norm. It's definitely the norm. I'm telling y'all, man. I listen. I've seen women that are not even built badly go get these surgeries. Like it's crazy. I've literally seen women that are not, and then another thing, like this is part of it, because a lot of times they like to say, you know what I'm saying, well, dudes ain't telling these women that they beautiful and this, that, and the third, so they insecure. Well, I've seen the flip side. I've seen women that were chased after in high school, that all the dudes wanted them in high school and they still getting surgery. So what's the response there? So I done seen us get blamed a lot of times. I done seen black men get blamed a lot of times for women going to get surgeries and things of that nature, saying that this is what we like. We not telling these black women they beautiful, this, that, and the third. Well, I've seen the flip side. I've seen plenty of these women that were cherished and embraced, like in high school, go get these surgeries. So you can't blame us for that one. Can't blame us for that one, man. You can't do it. I get it though. We the scapegoat half the time. We the scapegoat most of the time. You know, when things going wrong on that end, it's easy to say, well, it's the black man's fault. It's easy to blame us. It's easy to tell us about ourselves. But then a lot of times when we tell certain women about themselves, then we got a problem. Just like with surgery. You know how many times I've heard women tell me and tell other men that we shouldn't be telling them what to do with their bodies in reference to surgery because we don't understand. Listen, this is not about understanding. It's not about understanding. It's about me simply telling you, eat clean and work out. And however your body will mold and transform, let it unfold naturally and organically. That's literally what we saying. That's literally what I'm saying. That is literally what's being said. Embrace the natural approach. Just eat clean and exercise. Stop being lazy and just let your body unfold organically, naturally. That is what's being said. You may not have a picture perfect body if you do it the natural route. But guess what? You put in that work, you're going to be more proud of it. You're going to be that much more proud of it, and it's less risky to do it that way. It's less risky. I got personal accounts. I got people that let me know that they know people that then died getting these surgeries. And I'm sure y'all know that too. Y'all seen articles. Y'all seen articles about people dying, getting all these surgeries, getting the butt done, getting all these surgeries, man. Weight loss surgery. Y'all done seen that, man. Y'all done seen and heard. Y'all done seen and heard that, man. Y'all done seen and heard some of these women risking their lives, man. They got babies and they're like, listen, they disregarding. You at this point, you disregarding the need that your children have for you in their life when you go out to get these surgeries, man. Knowing that it's a risk that you can not make it out alive. And this is not a surgery that's saving your life. This is the thing. It's not a life or death situation here. You getting this surgery is not dramatically improving your life. It's not saving your life. Red Slat TV piece, what's happening? So that's my big issue here. These surgeries are not life-saving. Getting these surgeries is literally not saving your life. It's something that you want. So you are risking your life for something that you don't even need. So now your children could be motherless potentially. And it's dudes out here getting, surgeries and things of that nature, risking their lives as well. So children could be fatherless, motherless, all because y'all choosing to get a surgery that you don't need. And then when somebody tells you to eat clean, exercise, you want to give them all type of reasoning as to why that it's not that simple, this, that, and the third. Who said it was simple? It sounds like, because again, when I say eat clean, lift weights, exercise, oh, that's easier said than done. It's not that simple. It sounds more simple to me to do that opposed to getting surgery where I could potentially lose my life. Or where I could potentially, listen, two things with the surgery. You could lose your life potentially, and you could essentially end up looking the same way that you just did. Those are two things that could result from your surgery. I done seen people get the weight loss surgery and put the weight back on and end up heavier. Seen this, man. I've seen it. So you just spent all that money for what? You just spent thousands of dollars for what? You literally went back to the same weight plus 10, 20 more pounds. And you spent thousands of dollars for a surgery. Why? What was the point of that? Or you can lose your life. I don't understand how people are walking around doing these artificial things and feeling satisfied in life. I don't understand that. It don't make any sense to me. It will never resonate with me. I can never do anything that's artificial like that and then walk around proud. I can't, man. I can't. That's almost, it's a slap in the face to those of us who put in the work on a day-to-day basis, man. Just a slap in the face. How can you feel proud about something that you didn't put in any work to accomplish or achieve, man? Like, that's sad. That's sad. Put in some work and see how your body unfolds according to the work that you put in. Guarantee you're going to be more satisfied with the result opposed to getting some type of surgery. I guarantee it. I guarantee it. Well, you say, Dean, people have unrealistic visual expectations of themselves and others, all driven by lies and insecurities. For sure. For sure. But then on top of that, which this could fall into all driven by lies part, it's just a trend now. So it's trendy. So a lot of people, it's trending. They see they friend got their butt done, their cousin got their butt done, their sister got their butt done, so therefore they gonna do it. Monkey see, monkey do. So now it's more so a trend now. Oh, such and such got the weight loss surgery and look at such and such. So I'm gonna go do it. So now it's a trend. We don't like to think for ourselves out here. So we follow trends. We follow trends. So monkey see, monkey do. We see 7 to 8 people around us get weight loss surgery, then we finna go get it too. Instead of us putting in the work. Because anything that requires us to put in a little bit of work, we don't want to do it. We don't want to do it. Terenzo, for sure. Way too much focus on what we're doing. Like I said, the focus should always be on self. Always should be on self. But again, as we have discussed, as I was talking about in the last video, we always concerned about what other people are doing, how other people perceive us, which is another reason why people are getting these surgeries and things of that nature. We just too concerned about all that nonsense, man. Put in some work. Stop being lazy. Like, the laziness is killing me, man. The laziness is killing me, along with the justification. It ain't nothing stopping you from exercising. It ain't nothing stopping you from eating clean. If you got thousands of dollars to spend on surgeries that's not a necessity, then you have that same amount of money to spend on clean foods that can give you a similar result. You got that same money to spend on getting a trainer. You got that same money to spend on getting a gym membership. You got that same money to spend on getting an online program that'll help you achieve your results. Yeah, that same money. You utilize them same funds for that. Utilize same funds, man. So stop playing. Justin, for sure. Yeah, we already know these old fake celebs, man. Most of them have bought their bodies. And even a lot of these people you see in the fitness space, I'm sad to inform a lot of people. Now, it's some women out here that grind it naturally. It's some women that grind it naturally for their bodies out here, but there's a lot of these women out here that got surgeries, man, that's out here promoting fitness and whatnot. Same like you got a bunch of dudes that's out here telling you how to get swole and shredded, and they have taken steroids and whatnot. So yeah, you got that. You got a lot of that going on. You got a lot of that going on. A lot of people achieve their results unnaturally, and they try and tell you how to get something naturally. Like, nah, man, come on. They not giving you the whole game. Like, listen, they got this body by getting surgery. Be honest with your people. You know what I'm saying? Be honest with your people. See, that's part of the problem. You got a lot of these people that have achieved their results unnaturally. They create programs trying to tell people how to get results naturally. Then the people don't get the results, and then they start feeling depressed and insecure and things of that nature. Well, I followed such and such program and my body didn't do what it needs to do. That's because the person that constructed that program, they didn't get their results naturally. They just trying to get some money up off you. They know if they create a butt program, you gonna buy it. Whole while you didn't got that program and your butt didn't improve. They just knew it was a marketing scheme. They went to go get their butt done, but then they about to create a program for you to enhance your butt. But they don't know the science behind that though, because they didn't undergo the process themselves. They just feel like if they look the part, and they can sell it to you. And guess what? They are right. You're going to spend all your money. You're going to see such and such. Oh, she got a nice butt. I'm about to go buy her program. She must know what she's talking about. Whole while she got surgery. Whole while she got surgery. Then you do her program and you're not doing anything you really need to do in regards to eating, and the intensity of your workouts trash. And you like, man, I did her program. My butt didn't grow. So I'm about to just go get surgery. Because a lot of these people are frauds out here, man. They selling you lies, man. They selling you lies. It's deception. Oh yeah, Justin. They love FS piece. What's happening? They love to tell you who got surgery, man. They love it. They love to tell you. They love to tell you who all done had surgery that they know, and how good they look. It's crazy. We love to do that. We love to do that, but then why don't we like to talk about the people that have went vegan in our family and it's working out good for them? You see how we ain't quick to jump on that ship. We're not quick to jump on that ship though. You notice that they quick to let you know. They quick to let you know what type, who the friends were that got the surgery and how good they looking and this, that, and the third, and how they strongly considering it. But what about the family members and the friends that they went vegan, that they went plant-based, and they got the same type of result? You don't hear much about that. All you hear them say about them is, well, I got my friend or my sister, she vegan. You know, I don't think I can give up meat. That's how they talk about that. But then when it's the surgery, oh man, my girlfriend got surgery. She look good. I'm thinking about getting it. That's what we be on. That's what we be on. That's how we be living out here. MC for sure. Hip thrust. If you trying to build your butt outside of the squats, the best movement for that, hip thrust. Guarantee you, if you do heavy barbell hip thrust and you eat properly, I guarantee you your glutes will grow. Guarantee you 100%. You do heavy hip thrusts. I'm telling you, if you do heavy hip thrusts, you hip thrust twice a week, along with other leg exercises, and you eat properly on a day-to-day basis, I guarantee you your glutes will grow. Guarantee. Guarantee you. And you're going to be more proud of that result because you put in the work. You put in the work to grow the glutes instead of spending a few thousand. to get it done. Guarantee you. Justin, and you already know they're not gonna promote that. You know they're not gonna. The crazy thing about it though, Justin, if semi does happen, because you will see, like I said, you will see a lot of these women. You will see a lot of these women celebrities. Go get their butt done, and then they gonna get on Instagram and whatnot, doing a bunch of booty band workouts, and then a lot of people just emulating those workouts, thinking they're about to get the same results that they got. Wow, that person is leaving out one crucial element, that they got surgery. So if you striving to get some money from women, all you got to do is label the work like this is a booty building workout, booty building exercise, glute building exercise. Guarantee you women gonna flock to it. Gonna flock to it. They are going to flock to it. Guarantee you. Guarantee you. So that's all that they do. They go get the surgery so they could look the part. Like if I get my butt done, then it look like I put in work. Then I'm gonna market a glute building program to the people, and they're gonna buy it. They're gonna buy it. Dean for sure. But you know, at the end of the day, we get blamed for a lot. And sometimes rightfully so, but sometimes then it's not really on us, you know. But we get blamed for a lot. But like I said, I've seen women that they did not need to get the surgery, got it anyway, and they can't say that dudes wasn't compliment them and things of that nature. Can't say that. That can't be your cop out. Seen cases like that. KR for sure, 100%. You already know. Justin, I'm telling you, man, it's crazy. You going overseas, man. I mean, you literally risking your life. You got 3 or 4 kids back home, and you flying overseas to get your butt done for what? Man, I done heard stories where I've heard stories where people done got their butt done, man, and they trying to go out to functions and can't even sit down, man. Like, come on, man. Like, come on, man. Like, what's the point of that? What's the point of that? I am Legend Peace. What's happening? What's happening? Oh yeah, Lindell for sure. For sure. And that now the white folks still doing it, but we ain't gonna see a lot of that because again, a lot of us we ain't out here searching for them like that, but they still doing it too. But it definitely hit our sisters for sure. Definitely hit our sisters hard, man. Definitely. Most definitely. Then I saw that. I saw that. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, it's easy to play the blame game, man. So it's easy to blame, especially when it's the black women and black men situation. It's easy to say, well, it's black men's fault or it's black women's fault. Like it's easy to do that. Like that's the easy cop out. Easy cop out. Like it's too easy to the point where we almost like that's an automatic response. She probably didn't even think about it when she said it. Hence why she gave contradictory responses. You know what I'm saying? She probably didn't even think about the response where she blamed black men. Probably didn't even think about it. It was just automatic, like boom, state fault. It's automatic. I ain't even have to think about that. But then when I actually think about it, then no, I'm competing with other women. Oh, Lindell for sure. Yeah, dudes are definitely getting extensions for locks. I got hip to that when I was in college some years back, and I was like, dude, it's getting ridiculous, man. It's getting ridiculous. Why as a grown man do you want to get extensions in your hair? Like, man, why as a grown man you can't go through the process like I went through the process to grow my hair out? Like that's ridiculous, man. Like to me, that's really feminine. That's really feminine. Like for a grown man to be getting lock extensions, man, that's feminine. And the dude that in college when he got him, I was like, dude, you like, come on, man, come on, like that's feminine, man. Like, what are you doing? But it's definitely dudes out here doing that. Definitely, definitely. Real humble, peace for sure. Let's get it. Let's get it. One week down, man. Eternity to go. Thunder, I seen that. I seen that all the time. I see it a lot of time. Like I said, social media, you got a lot of facades, man. You got a lot of frauds out here. A lot of frauds. A lot of frauds, man. You got to be mindful of these frauds, even on the male end. A lot of these dudes acting like they built their bodies naturally and have taken steroids for sure, 100%. Hence why you can follow their program and not achieve any type of result. And then they start talking about genetics and things like that. Nah, you was taking steroids, man. Taking steroids. Come on now. You not fooling somebody that know how this works. You not fooling somebody that knows how this works, man. That's what you're not gonna do. Not fooling me. Chanel, peace. What's happening, Queen? Women's rights was a mistake. You said they addicted to surgery, birth control, and other degeneracy. Definitely addicted to the surgery. Definitely. Justin, I think I had heard that. I think King Ramsey, peace. What's happening? What's the word? Yeah, Justin, and that's the thing. Everybody else was getting surgery to reflect our women, and now they getting surgery. Like now our women are getting surgery. And like I said, a lot of the ones that are getting surgery are getting it for no reason. It's like literally, I've seen people get surgery to where like if you just put in the work, you would be a-okay. Like I've literally seen those situations, man. Literally seen those situations. But now apparently it's a crime. And Lorenzo for sure on a breakdown. But apparently it's a crime now to suggest to women that they eat clean and exercise. It's a crime, man. I know not all my queens feel that way, but it's a crime though. I've literally seen statuses written about this. So apparently we cannot give that type of advice now. So now apparently you are not able as a man to suggest to a woman that she eat clean and exercise if she wants to get her body right and exact. That's not your place. It's literally what I've been seeing. It's not your place to suggest that. Not your place to advise that. It's more complicated, they say. Again, excuse. Excuse after excuse after excuse. Tired of the excuses, man. When are you gonna be accountable for your health? What gets me is like when women play that game, man, I get upset. And one of the reasons why I get upset is because again, they act like a lot of women, they like to use the hormone situation, the hormone excuse. I done said time after time, whether it's a man or a woman, obesity is a hormonal imbalance. So obesity is a hormonal imbalance, period, whether it's a man or a woman. So again, all of it is hormonal. So I don't know what's like some of my sisters are starting to think that they a little too special, but all of it is a hormonal imbalance. So when a man is obese, guess what? It was an hormonal imbalance. So it's his hormones also. His hormones has also led to him becoming obese. So it's all a hormonal imbalance. It's all a struggle with your hormones, whether it is a male or whether it's a female. But the crazy thing about it is, and again, I understand that y'all deal with y'all hormones. I understand that y'all deal with them. Get it? 100%. Nobody gonna try to tell y'all how to deal with them, this, that, and the third. We understand it. But on the flip side, how are y'all? I don't understand it. We can't tell y'all about y'all selves and y'all body. How can y'all tell a man about himself? And how can y'all tell a man that he don't know what it's like to deal with hormones and things of that nature? How would you know that? So one breath, we can't tell y'all anything about y'all bodies and what y'all deal with. The whole while y'all can tell us what we experience, what we go through, and what we don't know about. How y'all know how our cravings are? How do y'all know how our hormones affect us? Y'all can tell us about ourselves, but we can't say anything about y'all. That doesn't make any type of sense. That literally makes zero sense. That makes it, if I'm not able to tell a woman about her body in regards to hormones, then don't tell me about mine. Because we all have hormones internally. Literally, we all do. Nobody is special here. We all have hormones internally. Again, obesity is a hormonal imbalance, whether it is a man or a woman. So when someone is obese, it has something to do with the hormones. Doesn't matter if it's a man or a woman. So nobody is special here. All of these situations, all of these imbalances that you see deal with hormones. So we all deal with hormones. When a man feel like he is hungry, that is his hormones. That's a hormone. Listen, chemical messengers. It's hormones. It's hormone. This is all hormone related. It's all hormone related. But for some reason, y'all can tell us about our hormones, but we can't tell y'all about y'all. We can't tell you all about y'all hormones. Again, when you study obesity, when you study obesity and the science behind it, again, you're going to end up doing the knowledge to hormones. You're going to end up doing knowledge to a hormone that lets you know you're hungry. You're going to do the knowledge to a hormone that lets you know when to stop eating. Like, these are all hormones that we all contain, that we all possess. And when you get caught up in the standard American diet, which again, the acronym SAD, or the Western way of living, your hormones are out of whack. And that's for everybody. Again, women, y'all deal with y'all hormones the way that y'all have to deal with y'all hormones. But again, men, we also possess hormones that are out of whack, because a lot of us are following the Western way of living, the traditional Western diet. So all of us are dealing with hormonal imbalances. So again, if we don't understand how y'all dealing with y'all's, if we don't understand all the intricacies that come with you all and dealing with y'all hormones, then y'all don't understand what we dealing with in regards to our hormones being out of balance, being out of whack. But y'all feel the need that y'all feel like y'all have the power to tell us about ours. I don't understand that. I don't understand it at all. James, peace, what's happening? I don't understand it. And again, this is not a knock on any of my sisters. It's not a knock on any of my queens. Like, we know that y'all deal with y'all hormones at the level that y'all deal with them on. Again, we're not trying to act like we understand that. But again, don't downplay us and what we have to deal with, and the cravings and the urges and things that we have, because y'all can't relate to that. Y'all can't understand that. So stop trying to act like you do. Stop trying to act like you do, because again, when a man tries to tell you something about your body, you get offensive, you get in your feelings, you get emotional. So do not try to tell us about ours, especially when you cannot understand it because you're not a man. So if you about to use that argument in regards to us trying to suggest and advise things in reference to y'all bodies and whatnot, then don't do the same thing to us. Don't do the same thing to us, please. Don't do it. Don't do it. But I see it all the time. I see it all the time. I've been a victim of that. I have suggested to women, I'm like, hey, listen, eat clean, you fast, you exercise. Like, that could help with, you know what I'm saying? That could help with regulating your hormones. That could help get everything in balance. And what I get met with? Resistance. Oh, you don't know anything about, you can't tell me anything about my body, this, that, and the third. I just leave it alone. As if women are the only ones that that deal with hormones. You all are not. Like, literally. Like, fasting and eating clean. I mean, you have ancient societies of women that have ate a certain type of way, that have eaten a certain type of way. And they are literally telling you that you don't have to, like, you can regulate and control your hormones via lifestyle choices. You can literally study other women and other cultures, and they will let you know these things. You can literally do it. Literally do it. But I have went out of my way to advise, to suggest certain things like that, and I get met with all type of resistance, to the point now where I don't even say anything half the time. I'm not gonna tell that woman how to eat. You know what I'm saying? If she's dealing with hormonal issues, I'm not about to tell her how to eat. I'm not about to suggest that she fast, go raw vegan for a minute, this, that, and the third. She want to regulate and get all of that under control. Not gonna do it. I guess obviously or apparently it's not my place. Not gonna do it. Even though I know all of that would be helpful. I know for a fact that all of that would be helpful. Know for a fact. I know for a fact. I've had women tell me that for. That's how I know for a fact. Now, granted, everybody is differently, but all that means is you would just have to adapt or adopt an approach that suits your needs. That's all that means. So everybody is different, but that doesn't mean there isn't an approach for everybody that will help with the situation. But I know for a fact that Those type of things, man, just fasting, raw food diets, just even going vegan and plant-based, 90%. All of that type of stuff will help, man. Regulate the hormones, get everything under control to the point where you don't have to sit around blaming your hormones for everything. You all know that you all can control those hormones and they don't have to control you. You all know that a lot of that stuff is connected to what you eat and how you eat. A lot of times you are misinterpreting your hormones. A lot of times when you think you crave something that's sweet and you opt for that artificial food, that artificial sugar, your body was really craving some fruit. Like a lot of times we misinterpreting the signs because we have been so programmed. We have been so brainwashed. We have been so conditioned. We have been so poisoned and processed that we are misinterpreting the signs. Your body is not going to crave anything that will destroy it. So when you going out here eating all these toxic foods, thinking that this is what I was craving, doesn't make any sense. Your body doesn't want to destroy itself. Your body is not going to tell you to consume something that will lead to its destruction. Your body is not going to do that. Your body is not going to do that. But since we have been so poisoned and processed, we think we craving processed foods and poisoned foods. We think that that's literally what's happening. No, it's not what's happening, man. It's not what's happening. There's no way your body is going to crave something that will destroy it, lead to an early death. Your body is not going to crave anything that will cause the heart to attack itself. Your body is not going to crave anything that will lead to diabetes. Your body is not going to crave anything that will lead to a lifetime of suffering. Your body is not going to do that. You are doing that because of the programming, because of the poison, the processing, the grafting that has went on mentally. That's what it is. That's what it is. But if you think you out here craving something that's poisonous and destructive, be my guest. Go ahead and consume it. Go ahead and consume it. Percy, my brother, appreciate the donation. You say I seen all these black women in wheelchairs just from getting a BBL, but it don't stop there. Then they get something else done. When does it stop though? Shayna Peach, Queen, what's happening? It never stops. It never stops. You want to know why it never stops? Because all of this stuff, listen, when you getting all these surgeries and whatnot, and you not like, listen, when you're not getting things done, when you're not doing things the natural way, when you exercise, when you eat clean and you put in the work, the body is going to transform and unfold in a way that you are satisfied. You like, look, man, I put in this work and this is how my body looks after putting in the work. I'm satisfied. I'm good. When you getting all these surgeries, guess what? You're not putting in work. So again, you getting these surgeries for like artificial reasoning or reasons. Therefore, you will never be satisfied. You will never be satisfied because you didn't put in any work to attain that. You will never be satisfied. You'll never be satisfied. A person that's getting these surgeries, they will never be satisfied. Never be satisfied. Especially when you get the surgery and it's semi trying to force you to eat in a way that you should have been eating in the first place, and you don't want to do it. Then you revert back to the bad eating habits. Now you're destroying yourself. Come on now. We looking out, some of us black men, sisters, whether y'all believe it or not, some of us black men, we actually care about you all's overall health and well-being. Some of us truly care. Some of us truly would like to see you just eat clean and put in some work because we know how rewarding it would be. Some of us truly care. Believe it or not, I honestly do not know a lot of brothers that fool with the surgery. And again, believe it or not, it's also becoming quite easy to tell who has gotten surgery. It is becoming quite easy and evident to tell. Just Peace Queen, what's happening? So believe it or not, a lot of brothers, we don't like the artificial nonsense. We don't like the artificial bodies. And believe it or not, also, it's becoming quite easy to tell who has gotten surgery. All these surgeries, really. All these surgeries. It's a war. It's a war on all these surgeries that are unnecessary, that are not a necessity. All of them. Like I was talking about earlier, people even getting a weight loss surgery. Even when you go to the doctor, depending on how big you are, they gonna tell you that you need to lose X amount of pounds, even like in order to qualify to get the surgery in the first place. In order for them to operate on you, you're gonna have to lose 40, 50 pounds. So if you're able to lose the 40, 50 pounds on your own just to qualify for the surgery, man, you could lose another 40 or 50. Now you're down 100. Just keep doing what you was doing to lose the 50. Nope, we just want to lose the 50 just to get the surgery. Come on now. Come on now, but we never satisfied. Never satisfied. But it's a difference between putting in the work naturally and organically and not being satisfied, opposed to now you done spent thousands of dollars on a surgery and you're not satisfied. What you gonna do about that? You just spent all this money, you done got some work done, and you don't like how it look, and you don't like how you look, you don't like the maintenance, you don't like doing all of what you got to do to maintain it. Now what you gonna do? What you gonna do? It's a war on laziness out here, man. I'm sick of the laziness. I'm sick of it. Yeah, Shane, the rich dying. And that's what I was talking about earlier. I had people hit me up, say they know friends and friends of friends who have died via getting the surgery. So now you have left your children motherless because you want to get a surgery for whatever reason. For whatever reason, you have left your children to be motherless and fatherless if you are a man getting a surgery, all because you wanted to get a surgery. Literally. What type of story your children finna have to? They gonna have to tell people that they moms died getting surgery. Come on, man. That's the story that you leaving behind for your children to have to tell people. Come on, man. You died getting surgery, and you probably didn't even need the surgery. You know what I'm saying? Especially when it comes to weight gain, man. Like when it comes to the weight loss surgery, listen, you didn't get surgery to put on the weight, did you? You didn't have to get no surgery to put on all those pounds, did you? So why are you trying to go the unnatural route to get them off? You went through the natural process to put all this weight on, go through the natural process of putting that weight off or getting that weight off. Go through that process, man. It's a natural process that you had to undergo to gain that weight. And I'm telling you it is. It's a natural process. And ain't nobody saying it's going to be easy. Who cares, though? What's wrong with putting in a little work? What's wrong with something being a little challenging? What's wrong with something being a little difficult? See, we got to stop running from things like that, man. Ah, man, that's too much work. I got to be sweating, and I got to be exercising and all this. That's too much work. Come on, man. We got to stop running from it. Man. We are too lazy. We too lazy as a people. And it's getting kind of frightening out here, man, how lazy we are mentally and physically. We are too lazy, man, and it's sickening. It's sickening to see. Every time I look up, somebody is talking about surgery. Somebody is thinking about surgery. Somebody about to go get surgery and signed all the paperwork. Surgery is the hot topic of today. I'm getting sick of it. Because like I said, every time I suggest things that are quite simple, I get met with all type of resistance. But y'all want to justify this nonsense. Y'all want to justify this BS. Man, I'm trying to tell y'all, man, I'm getting like the world, man. It take a minute for the world to catch up. Like I said, man, I posted this on Instagram, man. This is how the world is. And for those of y'all that follow me, y'all know exactly what I posted on IG in Montgomery, Alabama. It says, whether you are lifting weights or taking a stroll, it is no secret that exercise is beneficial for you. But the Alabama Department of Public Health said it could also reduce your chances of severe Rona complications. Listen to what I just read to you, man. Whether you are lifting weights or taking a stroll, it is no secret that exercise is beneficial for you. But the Alabama Department of Public Health said it could also reduce your chances of severe Rona complications. We do tend to have a population that is more overweight than some other states, and sometimes people don't think of overweight as being a risk factor. 39% of Alabamians are self-reported as obese, and Alabama is not alone. A total of 16 states now has an adult obesity prevalence at or above 35%, according to the world-famous CDC. So they are starting to link obesity to the Rona. And they are saying the link is the obesity makes the complications more severe. That's the link right now. Same type of stuff that I was saying, man. I have said this right when things hit. This is essentially what I was saying about focusing on your health. Because what were they telling people at the beginning of this situation? What were they telling people? Who was more at risk? Who were they telling to be more cautious? The people that had what? Underlying health conditions. What was that telling you? That's code word for if you don't have underlying health conditions, then you are more than likely, even if you contract this virus, you are more than likely to overcome it without that many complications, without severe complications. They literally told you that. They put it right in our face. They was literally telling you that people with underlying health conditions need to be more cautious. Because if this virus hits people that have underlying health conditions, meaning unhealthy people, meaning 90% of the American population, if this virus hits those type of people, it's liable to take them out. They literally put the truth right in plain sight, but they cold worded it. They cold worded it on us, man. That's that trick knowledge. That's that trick knowledge. They literally told you what to do right when everything popped off. They said those with underlying health conditions need to be more cautious. And they was literally telling you right now, if you don't have underlying health conditions, if you focusing on your health, then you got great chances of beating this thing, not acquiring it. Even if you do get it, the complications won't be severe. That's what they were letting you know. That's cold word. That's how they conceal the truth and put it in plain sight. That's how they do it. So they literally let you know when this pandemic popped off. They literally let you know. If you have underlying health conditions, you're more at risk. They let you know that, man. They let you know that. But what they did not let you know, what they omitted was, what about the people that do not have underlying health conditions? They didn't want to focus on them. They wanted to instill fear. So they was like, if you got underlying health conditions, because they know most people have underlying health conditions. They know most people have high blood pressure, hypertension, diabetes. They know most of the population obese, got some form of cancer, heart disease, heart problems. They know that. They know that the population of people that don't have these conditions are very small. So they was letting you know out the gate what it is. If you got underlying health conditions, which is a large portion of the population, then you need to be cautious out here because this virus, it could take you out. So what they let you know, man, they letting you know that. They let you know that. But then when I come out and when y'all come out and we say something along those lines, man, watch what you eat clean, exercise, meditate, drink your water, stretch, yoga, all of that good stuff, then we don't know what we talking about. We irresponsible. We careless. We out here, it's pseudoscience. We not following the science. We not trusting science. But now science is telling you right now science is letting you know that obesity is linked to the Rona complications or severe Rona complications. It's letting you know that, which is basically code word telling you to do what you need to do to shed some pounds. And that will further help you. That will further help keep you protected. It's what that's code word for. That's what it's letting you know. That's what that's letting you know. Justin, yeah, exactly. And that's why I say society is too sensitive. You can't simply suggest people lose weight because now, again, it's fat shaming. Like I said, if you market in a workout routine and it says fat burning, that's fat. That's you fat phobic and stuff like that. Like that's what it is now. But again, they could come out with an article saying that, like literally, y'all heard this article. Y'all heard what I read, man. Y'all heard what I read. Is this article fat phobic? Like, is the article that I read fat phobic? And this is like, I didn't read the entire article, but is that article fat phobic? Like, come on now. What are we talking about? What are we talking about, man? We just trying to get everybody right and exact. We trying to get everybody right and exact. And it is a health complication to be carrying excess weight. That's just literally what it is. It's not fat shaming. That's just the science behind it. Just like you can be too skinny. Just like you need a certain percentage of body fat. So it's on both ends, man. You can be too skinny to the point where like you need to put on some muscle. You need to put on some muscle. You know what I'm saying? So it's both ends. You know? So that's a health risk, man. That's literally what I'm telling you as a trainer. I don't care about other people that's out here being ignorant and literally fat shaming. No, I'm letting you know that it's a health complication to be carrying excess weight. That's literally straining your heart. That's making your heart work a lot harder than it needs to be, that it needs to work. Hence why a lot of people that are obese, like they die of heart attack and things of that nature, heart failure, because literally your heart is overworking when you are carrying excess weight that it wasn't designed to carry. Like literally, man, your heart is working overtime constantly. That's why it's a good idea to shed some pounds. That is literally the science behind it. That's literally the truth. I'm sorry, it's a harsh truth, but it is what it is. It's a health risk, man. It's a health risk. So do what you need to do, eat clean, exercise, and I guarantee your body gonna hit that natural point. It's gonna hit that natural point. And you gonna know when your body reaches that weight, reaches that natural weight. You gonna know. You gonna know, man. Trust me, you gonna know. You gonna know when your body reaches that natural weight, man. You gonna know. You gonna know, man. You ain't gonna have to question it. You gonna know. You gonna know what it is. Just for sure. For sure. Like I said, I got plenty. Y'all know I train people. So I get plenty of people that they are honest about it. You know what I'm saying? They come in 100 pounds overweight and they like, man, I know that this ain't healthy. I got to lose this weight. See, that's what I'm saying. They know what it is. Like, be truthful. Just like if I'm in my side, if I'm getting too small, I'm like, bro, nah, I'm getting a little too small. I don't want to look like that. I got to put on some muscle. I can't go out like that. That ain't healthy for me. You know what I'm saying? So you got to just be truthful. Be truthful and then go about the natural way. What is the side effect of you going about life the natural way? There are no side effects. The only side effects is improved health. That's it. Literally, that's the only side effect. That's literally it. Oh yeah, Dean. Yeah, fit shaming is definitely in. You definitely shame us. You could definitely shame me. Say I'm eating grass. Say I'm getting too small. Oh yeah, you can fit shame all day. You can fit shame, vegan shame, plant-based shame, whatever you want to shame, however you want to phrase it. You can do that. Man, you eating grass, you eating this, that, and the third, and woo, woo, woo. It's yeah, you can do that. You exercise too much. Like I've seen all of that. I've seen all of that. Literally, I have literally seen people ask other people why they continue to exercise because they gonna get too small. Doesn't make any literally makes no sense to me. Why you exercise so much? You gonna keep getting small. People not knowing the science. People just ignorant. Percy, once again, appreciate that donation. You say, man, when I was younger, the video girls were thick, but now they're thicker. Do you think the rap videos play a part in telling women this what men want? It's hard to see a slim, thick video girl now. I mean, that's always the media has always played a role in the acceptable images out here. So the media has always played a role in that. Like for the longest, that's why like you had people not embracing the dark. You know, back in the day, that was a derogatory term. Like when somebody called you black back in the day, like they were that was talking bad. It's talking bad about you. When they called you black, when they called you dark, like those were negative terms. Sometimes those are still negative terms. But the media has always played a role in that. The media has always given us a standard of beauty. And a lot of our women, and sometimes it has been unconsciously, have strove to embrace that standard of beauty that the media has given them, and then come up with all type of justifications and all type of rebuttals as to why they feel like that's not what they're doing. Man, I honestly, and this is one of those slippery slopes, but I'm gonna just give y'all a story. This ain't got anything to do with what I believe nor what I said. It's just crazy. Like my pops made a statement around my mom Dukes about weave, and he was just like, he said something along the lines of when women continue to get the weave in their heads and how that stems from an insecurity and how that stems from them striving to be like white women. Notice some key words that got missed there, or the key word that got missed right there. And he was like, when they get it all the time. So when they are consistently getting the weaves in their heads and never embracing their natural look, he was like, man, that stems from insecurity and them striving to be like these white women because of the media presentation, because they have given them the standard of beauty for so long, trying to tell them that they need to look like these white chicks, which again, the white chicks, that ain't necessarily the thick look. So that's why a lot of times, even, man, I used to, when you would watch shows, like when you would see some of the women entertainers, they didn't want the women entertainers to be like naturally thick, like some of our sisters are. They would make them lose weight, tell them that they too big, tell them that they too heavy, they too thick, things of that nature. That's that white standard of beauty. You gotta look, you gotta have your body got to be shaped like the white chicks. That has happened. But man, my pop said that to my moms about the weave, and know why he say that. Moms went off. That ain't why we get these weaves. That ain't why I get these. And hence, mind you, my mom don't always get weaves, man, but she couldn't take that. And I was like, that's what I'm saying, man. That's very sensitive. That's very sensitive. You can't have that type of criticism as a man. You probably gonna get your head knocked off. And I watched my pops get his head knocked off by simply saying that. And he was basically just alluding to the fact, why are some of y'all getting these weaves and y'all don't need them? So, like, that's basically to sum up what he was saying. That's what he was saying. He was like, man, there is no need for y'all to be spending all this money on these weaves for the most part, especially when y'all got some beautiful natural hair. That stems from insecurities, or that stems from y'all striving to be like white folks. It can't. This is what my pops was on, man. This is what my pops was on. Boy, that didn't end well. Didn't end well. Didn't end well at all for my pops. Terenzo, you say fish shame. I'm into inbox you. They remove men's fitness magazines from storage shelves, yet let the women's fitness magazines. Oh yeah, for sure. And we already know what that's all about. Oh yeah. We already know what that's all about. Yeah, you in a minute you ain't gonna see anything revolving around men's anything. That's about to be a taboo. It ain't about to be a men's anything. Men's fitness, men's this, men's that. That's all dead. None of that. But it ain't a war on masculinity out here. But you about to see a lot of that. Yeah, you about to see a lot of that though. Self peace, what's happening? Rome is beyond, man. I'm telling you, man, my pop, boy, woo, my pops took some heat that day. God is peace, queen, what's happening? My pops took some heat that day. All I got to say is, like, when my pop said that, the way I had to clean it up, I said I would prefer for a woman to embrace her natural look. I ain't even want to get into the science of why they rock the weaves and whatnot, because again, you're gonna have people that go back to our ancestors and be like, well, they wore wigs and things like that. I get it. I ain't about to say that. But what I'm saying is, I said I prefer my sisters to rock their natural look. That's what I had. My pop should have left it at that. That's all my pop should have did, because he just got some unnecessary heat when he said that. And I'll never forget that. That was crazy. Answer that, peace, queen. What's happening? TA, peace. What's happening? What's the word? Dean, and that's what I'm saying. Like, it's hard, especially as a black man, especially as a trainer. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm in the space, and it's like when certain like a lot of black women are receptive to some of the things I have to say. But then you also have the ones, it's like they ask for my advice as a man, then I give them the advice that they don't want to hear, and then they use that against me. Well, you a man and you don't understand. Well, it's like, well, why did you ask me? Like, that doesn't make any sense. You just didn't like the advice that I gave you or that I have given you, and now you want to try to bash me and say, well, I don't understand because I'm a man. Well, obviously, you respected my opinion enough on this subject matter to initially ask me for my advice. So just because I have given you some advice that you are not too fond of doesn't necessarily mean that I don't understand something. So I've been there, done that. Just you say I have seen black men talk about black women wearing weaves, but when they wear their natural hair, they get picked on. And just now I'm gonna give you now. Aha. Just comes through with an interesting situation because I'm gonna give the flip side. I'm gonna give the flip side of that though. I'm gonna give the flip side of that because y'all know I done had hair as a young boy. I done had hair most of my life. I done had hair most of my life. When I was walking around with my afro back in the 5th grade, when I first started growing my hair, the young girls at that time were bashing the kid. We're bashing the kid, calling my hair nappy, this, that, and the third. So this is a whole, like, especially around the time when I was growing up, it wasn't necessarily a black man issue or a black woman issue. It was a black people issue. They made us view our natural hair in a negative light. A negative light until it started to get longer. That's when everything changed for me. When I started to embrace when I was rocking the fro, didn't have braids, didn't have locks, man, I was getting bashed. Man, I was getting destroyed. I was getting bashed out here. If I wasn't good in sports, if I wasn't good at basketball at the time, man, I would have been just getting picked on and talked about by the chicks, man, at that time. But once the hair started to grow, all of a sudden that changed the game. That changed the game. But when I initially started to grow my hair, I was getting bashed. I mean, so them younger, and y'all know, we got some queens on this post here, on this stream. Y'all know that y'all can be ruthless as young girls back in the day. Y'all know y'all can be ruthless. So some of the things that y'all can imagine, some of the things that were said, y'all can be ruthless, man. Y'all can be reckless with that mouth in the 4th and 5th grade as young girls. Y'all already know. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all know what I'm talking about. But when I decided to embrace my fro, I'm talking 5th grade, man. I'm rocking the fro 5th grade. Joint wasn't even growing or nothing. It was just a fro. Man, I was getting heat. I was getting heat. I'm talking, man, you know what I'm saying? Y'all see the skin tone, and I'm rocking my fro in the 5th grade, man. 5th graders wasn't understanding what the fro meant. 5th graders wasn't understanding what it meant to have your natural hair and embrace your natural hair because parents wasn't teaching that. They wasn't knowing what that meant. You was getting called dark and black, and those were derogatory terms. And your nappy hair is still to this day a derogatory term. Even sometimes being called black and dark, derogatory. Oh, God is for sure. That's why I keep my hair the way that it is. I want you to see this length. I want you to see these locks. I want you to see them. I want you to see it. And I have people, man, I be having black people coming there, man, you know, white people see your hair, like they afraid. They afraid because they associate locks with somebody that's like rebellious and think that has knowledge and with this type of stuff. I was like, okay, let them think that. That's just gonna make me grow it even longer. That's gonna make me grow it even longer when you tell me something like that. Like that's supposed to make me afraid. Because white people don't like my hair. Man, you know how many black people that came up and told me that? Hey, black people, white people, white people, they're afraid of those locks because they associate locks with this, that, and the third. So what? I know that. You don't think I know that? Like people kill me thinking you don't know some stuff. I actually have the locks. You don't think I know the science behind them? You don't think I know how people perceive them? You don't think I know how people look at them? Difference is I don't care though. That's the big difference right there. I don't care. That's one of the reasons why I'm staying true to it, and I will never cut my hair. I will never cut my hair. And sometimes, man, you can see it, man. I try to walk around as nappy as possible, man. Just embracing it, man, embracing it. Like embracing. I want you to see me and get afraid. Like, man, that dude is in tune with himself. He's in tune. He walking around. I'm talking about antennas long. He in tune. That's what I'm about. Wrong. There we go. Let's get it. Magic, peace, what's happening? That's what I'm about. I'm about doing things organically and naturally to the best of our abilities, man. organically and naturally, man. That's just what I prefer. That's the preference. That's how I prefer for all of us to move if we can, man. Do everything the organic way, the natural way. It's gonna make you feel that much better, man. Like when you grow your hair out the natural way, like one of the reasons why you don't want to cut it, man. Like I don't want to cut this, man. Y'all know how much, listen, y'all know all the time and energy I put into growing these joints. Nah. Opposed to if I just slapped on some extensions, it wouldn't be nothing. Like this is literally a part of me. This is a part of me. Like my locks are a part of me. People don't understand the significance behind these locks. These locks are a part of me. These locks grew with me. It's almost like if you had a younger sibling and y'all grew up together. Like this is my lock. My locks grew with me. You know what I'm saying? I remember when I first started growing, how ignorant I was when I first started growing my hair. And now the person I have become, locks then grew with me, man. That's representing wisdom. Just like they say the gray represents wisdom. That's the length of my locks for me. That's the length of my locks. That's what it represents for me. Hey, goddess, there you go. There you go. I honestly, I hate when people, it's a pet peeve of mine when people use the term clean cut. I don't like that term in reference to a brother that is bald or has a haircut or things along. I don't like the term clean cut because now you are insinuating that all of us that have locks and hair and stuff like that, we not clean cut. Like I don't like that terminology. See, people don't, oh, you thinking too deeply about it, but I don't really like that. I don't like that. I don't like that terminology. Like I cannot stand the concept or the term clean cut. Can't stand it. It's almost like I can't stand the term ghetto. Like I can't stand those terms. I cannot stand the term clean cut. Can't stand it. Because you got to understand what you are insinuating when you say, well, that brother right there is clean cut. So by default, you looking at me like I'm not clean cut. I'm dirty. Like that, like by default, you don't even realize that that's what you just did. Oh, that brother clean cut. You have literally just labeled a person with locks dirty just because you didn't reference this person's clean cut. You don't even understand the trick knowledge that's going on. You don't even understand. Like, I can't stand that, man. I can't stand. That's why we need to watch what we say and pay attention to what we say. Ron, what you say? You say I want to lock up so bad. I got 2-string twist right now, but I'm sticking to what I said about growing my hair for a year first. I made a commitment. I'm sticking. Hey, stick with the commitment. Like I said, my journey was a little different, but definitely stick to your commitment. Leo Velli, peace. What's happening? Zeke, for sure. For sure, man. We got people with locks that do a bunch of everything, but we already know how complicated it was. Like those of us with locks, to get in some places, like, man, we had to work a little bit harder to earn some respect and whatnot because of how we are viewed unconsciously and sometimes consciously by the system with our locks. It's not a large percentage of us in certain fields. You know what I'm saying? So if you're in a certain field, you're not about to see a gang of brother with locks in the boardroom. You might see one or two. You might see one or two. V77, the fro is offensive. Locks are offensive. Like you still got plenty of schools, you still got plenty of places, workplaces enforcing these policies that you can't have long hair as a man and basically locks. You know what I'm saying? So you still have these rules and these policies being enforced. So all of it is offensive. They don't want us to rock any of it. Oh, God, is for sure. And that's what was crazy. Like I said, when my high school tried to make me cut my hair, yet they were telling us to express our individuality, what makes us unique, what makes us different. I'm like, how y'all pushing that narrative whole while you want us to all look alike? I was highly confused. I was like, y'all want us to express our individuality. You know what I'm saying? What makes us unique? What makes us different? What makes us us? Y'all wanted us to do that. Whole while y'all want us to look the same though. Well, you can't grow your hair, you can't have locks, your hair can't go past your collar, but express your individuality. That's what we was at. That's what they on. Gonna push this narrative. Whole while the rules and regulations contradict the narrative that we are pushing. Makes no sense. Made no sense at that time. Makes no sense now. We are all different. We are unique. We want you to be you on the in the workforce and all this. Whole while they finna give you all type of policies that have us looking alike, having us operating like zombies and robots. Come on now. God is for sure. Yeah. You know, Jamaica and colonized as well. I straight had it. I'm gonna tell you how Sambo is some of like this is why I get upset sometimes dealing with elder black men. I'm gonna tell y'all, listen, when I was working in the bank, mostly everybody would come in there compliment my hair. Man, your hair long, how long you been growing it, this, that, and the third. Man, I had one brother. And God is to your point, I think this brother was Jamaican to make it worse. This dude came in there, man, and instantly saw my hair and was just like, why does a black man need to have his hair that long? And this idiot, he said that. And the first thing, because he was crazy, he said something along the lines of being biblical. So I was like, first and foremost, I said, so if you biblical, I said every man that probably existed back in those times, especially these figures that you worshiping, they had long hair. So I said, okay, that's point number one. Then this idiot had the nerve to say something along the lines of, yeah, man, my hair can't be that long because if I get into a fight, and this dude older than me, I'm like, dude, I don't know about you, sir, but I'm not in the mindset of where I'm trying to go out here to put myself in situations where I have to fist fight with people. I don't go to those type of environments, man. I don't entertain those type of environments. So excuse me for not having a childish mindset to where I'm thinking about fighting when it comes to growing my hair. Like these are a type of elder black. And again, mind you, this dude was older than me by about 10 years. And this is what he was on. Man, a man don't need to have his hair that long. But then you fooling with a Bible where probably every dude in this Bible had hair longer than mine. But you about to say, man, men don't need to have their hair this long. Interesting take, especially coming from somebody that is like into the Bible. That made no sense to me. So I immediately pointed that out. And I'm talking about, I'm in the bank saying this. I don't care. You ain't supposed to talk about that anymore. I don't care, man. Dude ain't about to come for me. That ain't gonna happen. Good try. Good try. Failed. Then you worried about fighting as a grown man. Talking about how you fight with that long hair. First of all, I don't do all of that. And best believe if the time comes where I gotta defend myself, I'm defending myself. We ain't worried about that. We ain't worried about that. But I'm not going out here placing myself in environments and situations to where I'm worried about fighting every time I go out. Oh God, yeah, no, he ain't trying to fight none of that. He ain't trying to fight none of that. Man, I was so heated. I'm like, dude, see, this is the problem. This is part of the problem. This is why a lot of times the youth don't ever want to listen to us. Because again, you got older black men that's coming with that type of energy. Not one older black woman has ever, and listen, I'm going on 31. I have yet to come across a black woman that has severely criticized my locks in reference to like the system and saying that, oh man, don't need to have her this long, this, that, and the third. It's black men, older black men, and that grinds my gear because again, y'all start to tell me about the Bible. What do the people that they didn't have? Listen, they didn't have boosie fades, they didn't have waves. What are you? You can literally read the description if he existed or not. You can literally read the description in Revelation. Come on now, we fit the description. You see a picture of Moses, man. Listen, when you see the correct image of a Moses, dude had long hair. Like, come on, man. Come on, man. Like, I'm living according to your book. That's what I'm doing. That's literally what I'm doing. I'm living according to your book. The figures in your book that you worship, that I don't worship, they look like this. This is what they'll tell you to walk around with. But you criticizing me though. Man, stop playing with me. Simply because you didn't allow these white men to spook you into this standard look, don't mean I'm gonna go out like that. Don't try to push that weakness on me. So I get tired. That's what it is, man. A lot of these elder black men, they weak, and they try to push that weakness on the younger generation. Well, I wasn't going for it. You ain't about to push that weakness and that fear on me. That's because the white man got you to cut your hair when you had the fro. Because I know you existed back in the 70s and 60s. You at one point in time, you had the fro, and you was throwing up a fist with the fro. You was rocking the fro. Then the white man spooked you into cutting that because you was like, I got to work for the white man. So you did it. And now you trying to push all that nonsense on us. No. Not your boy. I wasn't going for it. We gonna debate and we gonna argue every time you try to come for the locks. It's gonna happen every time like clockwork. Don't do it. If you are an elder black man, you have a problem with my locks, it's best that you be silent, because I will make you look like a fool in front of everybody. And at that point, the whole respecting your elders thing go out the window. You know what I'm saying? Don't disrespect the locks, man, because this is a very important part of your culture. So don't come at me like that. Don't come at me like that trying to get me to conform to be accepted by the white man and his system. Definitely don't come at me like that at that angle. Don't do that. Don't do that, because I'm going to go off every time. Can't stand that. I'm going to go off every freaking time. I'm going to snap every time. Every time. I don't care how peaceful and how close to a monk I get. I'm going off every time. I don't care how centered I become. Every time somebody come to me with that energy, I'm going off on them. Every time. So Renzo, right on for the donation and a link. Definitely got to tap into that and check that out. Oh, Z, for sure. And like I said, we ain't even gonna focus on Samson, because Samson, we all know that story. We all know that. That's the obvious one. But even if you focus on the most important figure, if you are if you Christian, Catholic, whatever the case, one of the most important figures of the Bible, which would be Jesus, he had long hair. Whether or not he existed or not, don't care about that. We get into that. But hypothetically speaking, it is written that he had nappy hair, like long, literally. When have y'all ever seen an image of Jesus where he had a fade? Whether it's a white image or a black image. When have y'all ever seen any image of Jesus where he had a fade, a buzz cut, like anything? He was bald, looking like Michael Jordan. When have you ever seen an image of Jesus or Moses or any of these characters where they had a bald head or a fade, whether it's a white image or a black image? I've never seen that one. I've never seen a bald image of Jesus. I've never seen a bald image of Moses. I've never seen a bald image of these dudes. I've never seen that. Never in my life. Rich lazy, for sure. Never. Somebody let me know, man. Let me know if y'all walking around, y'all been in a church, whether it's a black church, white church, and y'all seen a bald image of Jesus. Whether it's a black image or a white image, just let me know. Have y'all ever seen a bald? I've never in my life. Only bald person I pretty much looked at Khalid Muhammad. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't never seen no bald image of somebody back in the day like that, man. I ain't never seen him. I ain't never seen no bald Jesus. No Jesus with a fade. No Jesus with some waves or something. Never seen that. Never in my life. So please stop playing with me. Yeah, with the mohawk. That's what I'm saying. I've never seen it. Moses with a mohawk. Never in my life. Every time I see images of Moses, Jesus, all these figures, they've literally had long hair. Again, whether it's the white version or the black version. Every version I've seen, they've had one common denominator. They have had lengthy hair. Literally. And y'all worshiping them, but then trying to tell me a man shouldn't be walking around with long hair. All right. Come on. Come on, man. Like Moses now was going to the barber shop every 2 weeks to get a fresh line and to get their hair. Come on, man. Like, this was not happening. This was not happening. It was not happening. Yeah, Jesus, like, yeah, he had to go get lined up like every 2 weeks, things of that nature. That was not happening. Was not happening, man. So stop playing with us, man. Stop playing. Stop playing with me. I done got that criticism more than enough, and I can't stand when I get it. It causes me to snap every time. Man. I have gotten that type of criticism too many times in my life, and I can't stand it because it's soft. Hey, let me know, man. If y'all can go find an image of Jesus and Moses, whatever, with some waves, boosie fade, bald head, whatever, mohawk. If y'all can find it, even with the braids, you know what I'm saying? If y'all can find it, please let me know. Please let me know, and I will shut up. Please let me know if y'all can find that. I would greatly appreciate it. That's matter of fact, that's homework. That's homework for y'all. See if y'all can find images of Jesus and whatnot with the fade. Please let me know if y'all can find that. I'm giving y'all homework, man. I'm giving y'all research. That's research. Let me know if y'all can find that, man. Let me know if y'all can find that. Then when y'all find that, let me know. Let me know. Send the images to my email. Matter of fact, we're gonna put the email in the stream. Send those images to the email. Since everybody, you know what I'm saying, we're gonna send the images to the email. If y'all find it, there go the email. If you find pictures, if you find images of Jesus, Moses, bald hair like Michael Jordan with the fade, boosie fade, with the mohawk, with the braids, send the images to the email in the stream, in the chat. That's the homework. That's the homework, man. Hey, God is hey, you know what I'm saying? Y'all better get the photoshopping or something. Somebody go Photoshop something. Cause I just want to know. I just want to know when it became a thing to tell me that I ain't supposed to have long hair as a man. That's what I want to know. That's just what I want to know. So if somebody can go find me some images of these other people, like people back in the day like that I've just mentioned that did not have long hair, locks, nappy hair, this, that, and the third, I would proudly admit that I am wrong here. Proudly. Rich Lazy just quoted Wayne. He said, he had hair like wool like Wayne. That's actually funny. Jason, peace, what's happening? Clocks in exactly. When they create, when they create a deity that is a man, especially a black man, he's going to have some hair. I'm not saying being bald. I'm not saying having fade. I'm not saying any of that is incorrect and makes you weak, this, that, and the third. But what I am saying is there is nothing feminine about a man with long hair. Literally, like nothing is feminine about that. That was never associated with being feminine back in the day. Like this is some westernized nonsense that they got us feeling like it's feminine for a man to have nappy long hair. So that this is some new age nonsense that I ain't really too much subscribing to. I ain't subscribing to it one bit, man. That's some new age nonsense, and they can have the new age nonsense for all I care about. They can have it. Crown Heart for sure. That's about the only one I can think of. Oh, Percy, yeah, I could definitely do something about that, man. Like I said, man, when the podcast format takes off that I introduced in the last stream, man, we're gonna be doing a lot of presentations, man. A lot of presentations. Got a lot of presentations that I want to do, man. I've been holding off on them, but I got a lot of presentations that I'm about to do once I start this podcast format up. About to be some game changing presentations around here, man. But I'm gonna start all of that around the B-Day, which is November the 13th. So we gonna start making presentation after presentation, hitting them with information after information, man. We just gonna drop the knowledge on them. Jeff, peace, what's the word? But man, it's nearing that time for me, man. So I think I got my point across in regard to this surgery pandemic that's out here, man. I'm sick of my sisters, man. Y'all do not have to opt for that route, man. You eat clean, you put in some work. I'm telling you, your body will transform. It will unfold in a manner in which you will be satisfied with, and you love it. You will embrace it because you achieve those results naturally and organically, opposed to getting these life-threatening, very risky surgeries that are very unnecessary. Stop putting your life at risk for something that is unnecessary, especially weight loss. Listen, man, just put in the work. Acquire the discipline. Acquire the discipline, man. Eat clean, man. Exercise. You're supposed to be doing these things on a day-to-day basis anyway. So stop getting in your feelings when people speak out against surgery, when people tell you need to lose weight or gain muscle for that matter. Stop getting in your feelings, man. Look in the mirror and say, okay, this is unhealthy. I don't need this surgery because I'm going to just try the natural route first. And literally, when you try the organic or natural approach, don't stop giving up after 2 months. Stop giving up after a year. Like, it takes time. It has taken you 30 plus years to put on all this weight to get to the stage that you are in now. Why do you think you're about to turn it around in 5 months? It takes time. Understand that. It takes time. It takes time, man. So stop putting that pressure on yourself. I'm telling you, commitment, consistency, discipline. You eat clean to the best of your abilities. You exercise on a day-to-day basis, 20, 30 minutes. You are going to like how your body looks. I guarantee it. Guarantee it. Then if you are to the point where you overweight and you striving to lose X amount of pounds, once you lose the pounds, then you can focus on target areas. It's like, okay, man, I lost the weight, but I don't like how I look. I want to focus on my glutes. Okay, you have lost the weight. Now you can focus on building up the glutes. Now let's build up the glutes. You lost the weight, but you still don't like how your arms look. Okay, now we're going to specifically focus on your arms. That's how you go about it. That's how you do it. But put in the time, energy, and effort to get the weight off first. Then you focus on a specific body part and build it up. That's how you do it. Shayna, for sure. For sure. Like, it's crazy, for sure. Like you said, nowadays, fat is beautiful. You try to tell someone politely to lose weight, you're automatically fat shamed because there is no polite way to go about that anymore. But people can write in your face. Somebody could look me right in my face and say, man, you too skinny. You need to eat this, that, and the third. Like, that's what people on. That's what we doing. That's how we roll. That's how we rock. Oh yeah, you too skinny, man. You need to eat. It's cool for you to do that, but then when I say something about losing weight, now I'm shaming everybody. Clocks in. You say, what are some of the best ways to go about or to get over the mental mountain when working out and staying consistent? At the end of the day, man, don't be too hard. Like, the best advice that I got was, at the end of the day, just be able to adapt and adjust. And you got to understand that not everything is going to go as planned. So like, if you got a routine that you following that requires you to work out 4 or 5 days out of the week, then life hits you, it's not the end of the world. Just pick back up on the routine once things get in order. But a lot of times when we set out to, you know what I'm saying, like if I'm following a program that requires me to work out 4 or 5 days out of the week, then life happens and then I got to miss a week. We act like that means that everything failed and we done. abort mission. Like, no, all right, man, I had to miss this week, but then I pick back up next week. That's the mentality you got to have. But a lot of times we get in our feeling, we miss one day and we feel like it's the end of the world. Like, nah, just adapt and adjust. All right, man. If you normally work out Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, but you had to miss Tuesday, then try to work out Wednesday or work out on the weekend. Just make up the day and keep it going. That's it. Adapt and adjust. Understand that life will happen. So it's going to be periods in your regimen where you're not going to be able to follow it to a T. That's normal. That's natural. Just pick back up where you left off. So when you got to tend to something, then when you done tending to it, then just get back to it. Just that simple. Don't act like it's the end of the world. You're going to lose all your gains. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. So that's the best piece of advice I got, man. Like if you having a day where you're not feeling it, and it's one of your normal days, and you just say, man, you know what, I'm gonna listen to my body and rest, then just pick back up the next day. Just because you missed a day that you normally work out don't mean it's the end of the world, man. Just pick back up where you left off. Normally I work out on Thursdays, but I missed Thursday day. I wasn't feeling good, so I'm gonna work out Friday, or I'm gonna work out when I feel better. Literally, that's how you go about it. But y'all, man, with that being said, man, I've served my time for the day. I gotta head to this gym, man. Y'all know what time it is for you, man. It's time for me to put these clients through the torture. Y'all know what it is, man. So I appreciate y'all taking the time out to listen to my vent, my rant, and all that good stuff, man. But I'm gonna go ahead and let y'all live, let y'all breathe for the rest of this Tuesday, man. So y'all enjoy the rest of this Tuesday. Be peaceful, stay centered and balanced. Make sure y'all eat some healthy foods, get some rest, read a book, meditate, do some affirmations, all that great stuff, man. I'm out, and y'all be easy. Peace.